يعجبك قوله.
He told me that now I am busy, but I will come. I'm coming.
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن الناس من يعجبك قوله في الحياة الدنيا ويشهد الله على ما في قلبه وهو ألد الخصام.
Continue.
وإذا تولى سعى في الأرض ليفسد فيها ويهلك الحرث والنسل والله لا يحب الفساد. Next one. وإذا قيل له اتق الله أخذته العزة بالإثم فحسبه جهنم ولبئس المهاد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. I don't know if you have thought about it. What is pollution in Arabic?
Pollution, yeah.
Yes. To begin with, I would like to share with you this notion. For every question, there is a dogma answer and there is a scientific answer. Dogma answer is you just put it off without thinking, and this. So what would be the dogma answer? What is pollution? Dogma answer would be, if you look it up, dictionary, pollution, Arabic, whatever it is.
Yeah.
See, what dogma means, it's just random external meaning. I'll give another example. It's closer to heart. Is aspartame halal? Right? Brother, what are you saying? The packet says stamped halal. Dogma answer. Scientific answer would be to investigate yourself and look at the function T. Then compare with Quran. How we can look at it. So aspartame is another case. You know what aspartame is? It's considered to be 200 times sweeter than sugar. Yet, just quick research will tell you it's a poison. It's a neurotoxin. Who said that? The one who made it said that. It was developed by the military. Remember I talked about the relationship between military and national defense and body defense? Food invented by military. And mashallah is 200 times sweeter than sugar. So dogma answer would be, it has halal written on it. So how dare you say, if it is honest? Brother, what kind of question is that? It says halal. See, that's dogma answer. Dogma, if you know the history, was introduced by the Roman Catholic Church. That's their notion. Who said there is Trinity? Somebody made it up. It's not in the Bible. Who said Jesus was God? It's not in their Bible. Somebody completely made it up. So who said it's halal? Quran does not have aspartame. Somebody made it up. And yet we are accepting it. So when it comes to pollution, you can look it up in Arabic. It will never be translated as fasad. It will not. Nowhere you will find. Yet, with my research, many years, I could not find a more appropriate word of pollution than fasad. And that's why we recited Baqarah 204 to 206. 204 talks about sweet talking. You go on internet, everybody is talking. Very nice. Beautiful speech. And if they speak in Arabic very beautifully, plus in English, he is a king. English with the American accent, and Arabic with proper Arabic tajweed, that's the king. Everybody believes him. What did Allah say? They have sweet tongue, and they promise, they swear by Allah that their intention is good. What their heart is very good. I'm helping you, brother. I have no other intention than to serve Ummah. Allah says those are the enemy of Allah. Right away. What is their trait? Why is Allah so harsh? Second one, 205, talks about when they go out, when they are to deviate, they destroy the environment. It's not killing, it's not bloodshed. They destroy the environment. Talks about crop. What is being destroyed when you do this? Even to make it. Keep in mind, making wine, manufacturing wine is a facade. It's not a personal sin. You see, they have, it's very, very interesting. They have top 7 sins, right? Top 7 sins. Number 1 is shirk. Is adultery there? No. Adultery is not there. But what is there? Slander. Top 7 sins, slander is there, but not adultery. Adultery is a personal. You go to hell by yourself. You are not taking everybody else with you. Slander is facade. Very big. What is slander in Pashto? Slander means falsely accuse somebody.
Bohtan.
So when you are manufacturing wine, it's not 100 lashes. It's facade. Same punishment as facade.
But one can think of even the one who drank wine. Okay.
Yeah.
He is also, he also contributes to this facade.
He does, but
Yeah.
he's not the source. You see
Yeah.
the point? He's not the source. The one slandered, he's the source. It came from him. It started from him. Islam is very scientific. It catches the source. Because after the source is gone, so if the source is hidden, nobody will know who whispered. You see, I whispered that Brother Salahuddin is a spy. Then I'm hiding. He hears, then everybody knows that he is a spy. But I'm in hiding. So is that easy thing? No, I'm committing fasad. Very big. And that's why shaitan you cannot see. But he whispers. So you cannot get back to shaitan. This is how shaitanic the scheme is. You cannot get back to him because he's hiding. So I said, I heard from somebody, the brother Salahuddin is this way. Then I'm hiding. I'm not held in accountable. So from me hears that Dr. Islam heard from somebody, then eventually they forget who said it. Because I never mentioned who said it. So pollution is severe. It's a big facade. Number 3, when they are said, why don't you fear Allah? 206. Why don't you fear Allah? They feel insulted. Their dignity is hurt. Right? Then Allah is saying that for them, their arrogance in their ism, the arrogance in their sin overpowers them. They are proud of their sin. Look it up. It's really profound. Then they become angry at you. So how dare you? I'm the mudir. I'm the imam. How dare you question me? Then Allah is saying their end is in Jahannam. Case closed. So you see this scheme of shaitan is exactly that. If you do not have kibr, if you do not have shirk with yourself, you see, shaitan eventually did shirk with himself. He put himself as God. The logic that he used, he puts himself, who's the judge? He said, I'm better than Adam. Who told you? So he puts there, he's committing shirk by himself. His God is him. That's the biggest weapon of shaitan. Because I'm telling you, therefore I'm correct. So don't bother me. I told you my heart is good. They become violent. If you understand this thinking process, how it's molested, then you realize that every facade, which is pollution in today's term, comes from shirk somewhere. The root is in shirk. Sadly, every technology in last 300 years, every one of them is a form of facade. No exception. We are just seeing the result. In this class, we intend to reverse that. It's a very big job. We need to reverse that. So we are discussing this. If you use this definition where technology that you are developing is always beneficial, only then it's sustainable. Sustainable in Arabic, in scientific translation, is halal. Whatever sustainable means, halal means the same. Dogmatic meaning, halal means whatever is stamped. Somebody stamped halal, therefore it's halal. It's not Allah. Allah never stamped aspartame halal, but you see everywhere halal stamped. See how shirk is playing a role? You're replacing Allah's halal with somebody's halal stamp. So your God is not Allah anymore, it's the guy who stamped it. It's all connected. On the other hand, opposite to everything not sustainable is unsustainable. There is nothing in between. There is no mubah or halfway through. If it is not sustainable, that's scientific haram. Always harmful, all the way to heaven or hell. And this criteria was developed by my student. He's a Bangladeshi student, now he's in Canada. His name is Khan, Ibrahim Khan. Scientifically, this is the criterion he developed. And that he's the author of my first book, co-author, and we call it Khan Islam criterion. But in fact, it is criterion is what is criterion in Arabic? Furqan. Is that something that divides? You see how it is divided there? So he said, anytime the slope is positive, continuously positive slope, it is sustainable. Anytime slope becomes negative, this way, even once, it's not sustainable. Even if it comes back after that, it cannot be. That's why I call it scientific halal and scientific haram. The scientific haram is like cancer. If you do not stop at the source, cancer cannot be cured by taking it out. You know that. It's not cured. Nothing happens. If you take it out, it comes out somewhere else. Cancer can be only cured by removing the cause. It's a lifestyle disease. If you remove the cause, it reverses. What does removing cause means? You go back here. If you are here, somewhere you go back here. Replace whatever bad thing you had, artificial thing you had, replace it. I have many stories where they were given 6 months to live. One of them is he became a very close friend of mine. He's an activist, he was, in Turkey. His mother was given 6 months in Germany. And she was pregnant with him. She said, forget everything, I'm not going to have my last 6 months under you. She left, she came to Turkey, started completely organic lifestyle. Everything went away, and the child was born. They wanted to kill the child because, look, we're talking about your health. You should abort it and try to make your life better. She rejected. The son survived. Son became an activist, and when we met with him, he told me the story, why he was inspired. So we're building villages with completely organic lifestyle. Something I want to follow up, but sadly I called him in 2005. I met with him. In 2009 I called him to finalize some of this project. I discovered that he's died. He died by eating mushroom. But many people say they killed him because he was a threat to the establishment. But every disease, if you go back and remove the cause, that's the only hope. If you do not remove, if you do not go back and fresh start, it will never be cured. You cannot jump from here to there. That's why you have to know the source. You have to know the time function. How did it arrive there? And find the root. So, remember I gave you a task that is artificial harmful. And we said artificial harmful if deductive logic is 16, 17, where Allah says the one who creates and who doesn't create can be same. Right? With that logic you say no, Allah did not create it. Therefore it's harmful. So you're calling it food? A few days ago I was discussing with a brother and he said, it's very interesting. I know many people have this concept. They said, when it comes to food, everything is halal. I don't know if you heard this analysis. When it comes to food, kulle halal. Have you heard this before? Because Allah made the food, therefore Allah made sure it's halal, except pork and whatever. And when it comes to deen, this is the term. When it comes to deen, then everything is mana, everything is forbidden, except for it. So, what is the mantik question? What is the assumption he is making? Eating food, is it part of deen or not?
Yes.
Isn't that a hasana? When you eat good food and bismillah?
Yeah.
Even when you are sleeping with your wife, it's ibadah, isn't it?
Yes.
So what are you talking about? What ibadah is mana first and the food is not mana first? You see, that's what we call dogma. It's like totally stupid logic. So why are you differentiating? Eating food is ibadah. Even sleeping with your wife is ibadah. And you are saying it's matter of ibadah, it's one rule, a matter of food. Then other question. Is aspartame food? Who told you? The brother, everything is halal. Is aspartame food? Is hormone injected? Is pesticide injected? Is it food? Is GMO? Is it food? You see the point? So you have to be able to ask the question. Why are you saying this? Who told you it's food? When did poison become food? So how do you know it's poison? Those guys are telling you. It's called neurotoxin. So with akal, you can solve every problem. Akal has iman in it, by the way. Akal doesn't come without iman. And without akal, you cannot solve anything. You are just like the guy with Aladul Khisam. You become enemy of Islam because it hurts your ego. I went to university for 20 years. How dare you ask me question? You are proud of your accomplishment. So now 16, 17 tells you deductive logic. This is what you should do. Hujurat 49:6. Somebody comes with you with an information. Allah is ordering you. It's not an option. Ordering you, you have to verify. Somebody said kulli halal. Somebody said this is halal. Somebody said it's okay, brother. Somebody said take medicine. You have to verify. Why are you telling me this? Is it true? It comes back to, is it true or false? What is the definition of true? Did Allah say it? Did Prophet say it? No. Then you say, no, you are actually promoting the facade, promoting the whisper of shaitan. And you are amplifying it. Not that only you are practicing it, you are amplifying it. That's the definition of facade. So Allah gives, this is how Allah operated. Quran does not have a list of haram halal. Otherwise, it will not fit. If the Quran has pointed cocaine, aspartame, sucralose, everything is haram, who knows how many more chemicals, XP300, right? Nowadays they have numbers for food, for chemicals. All the chemicals, the nuclear, everything, Allah has to make a list. What does that mean for Prophet Muhammad? It will be a joke. So what does Allah do? Allah gives you the root, the foundation. What is the foundation? Allah is watering. Eat from earth. How many of you have thought about it? It has to be from earth. Then it has to be halal. Then it has to be fresh. Which aspartame comes from earth? Which additive? You can take anything. We talked about yesterday, we came across a soap, cleaning agent, right? He said, do not touch, wear gloves. And what is it for? For cleaning your sink and dishes. Does it sound logical? Shaitan is the dumbest entity, and followers of Shaitan are the same. They have no akal. Otherwise, the moment you say somebody is asking to wear gloves, to use soap, you run from it. This is not soap, this is poison, man. How many of you know how dry cleaning? Is that something you remember? You know dry cleaning? What do they use? Do you know? See? 70-36, we have to know, otherwise we cannot wear it, right? Carbon tetrachloride. If you drink that, you die. Yes?
I got a question about the previous
Yes, sure.
thought that you said that when you use a detergent, you have to use gloves.
Yes, it says there.
I think the logic is that this detergent damages the bacteria and the viruses.
Mm-hmm.
Human
Yes.
beings are also alive.
Of course.
If
What will it do to
damages
me?
your hand, that means it can kill the virus and bacteria as well.
Right. Plus, what will do to your skin? Bacteria is skin, right? If it kills bacteria, what do you think it will happen to your skin? Right? With that logic, you can see what happens to antibiotic. Olive oil kills bacteria, you know that. Honey kills bacteria, everybody knows that. Antibiotic also kills bacteria. What is the difference? Is honey good for you or bad for you? It's bad for bacteria, but it's good for us. It's the best food. Right? Olive oil, good for you or bad for you? Extremely good. It also kills bacteria. It's bad for bacteria, but scientifically, do you know, there is one kind of bacteria that can grow in presence of, and those are good bacteria we need for our body. So antibiotic killing good guys or bad guys both. Plus it's killing you. Allah's antibiotic, olive oil, salt, lemon juice, those are Allah's antibiotic. Honey, Allah's antibiotic. They are bad for bad guys, they are good for good guys, including bacteria and yourself. This is the logic, completely different. But we say they are the same, kulli halal. That's when we get in trouble. So if you follow that, it's very simple. You say, I cannot eat if it is not made from earthly material. Halal, what does it mean? It has to be legitimate process. Source has to be good, plus legitimate process. So if somebody put GMO in it, it's done. Somebody put pesticide, is done. Somebody put hormone, it's gone. You see the point? It's not, hey, pork, the pig is from earth. Can you eat that? No. There is halal criteria. It's coming next. That you understand. But aspartame and all these chemicals are gone in the first level. You don't even have to ask second level. First level is gone because they are not from earth. Then you ask second level. That's not enough. It has to be fresh. Pick up anything, any bottle, packaged food. When was this packaged? Last year. Is it fresh? So everything is halal. It's from halal food and blah blah blah. But it's not fresh. Allah is not saying you have an option. You know, Bani Israel, what was the rule for them? It was 3 days. Meat cooked 3 days, you have to throw out after that. And we were putting in the fridge, mashallah, kurbani meat, and put it in the deep freezer for the whole year we're eating. Is it fresh? It would be fresh if it was not refrigerated using Freon and all these chemicals. If it was in dried, naturally dried, if it did not violate the halal rule, it would be fresh. Meat can be dried, meat is fresh for a long time. Same with dried fish, dried food. But it has to be naturally dried. If you find honey, even 3,000 years ago, it's fresh. Right? So, right away, Allah is saying, it's food material. Allah is talking about the rule for food, right? Saying that do not follow Shaitan's footstep. You see the connection? Because Shaitan is the one who will corrupt this, because he promised somewhere. It doesn't sound logical that Allah is talking about Shaitan right after food. But logic comes very easily if you just think about it. So, condition for eating, you see, we said, kulli halal, there you go. It has to be from earth, it has to be halal, it has to be fresh, it cannot follow Shaitan's footstep. It's part of the same verse. It's not a new criterion. Same verse is giving you 4 steps. And you forget. You know what is Shaitan's footstep? Stamping halal. And you were following it. Poison became halal for us.
Yeah, but in tafsir, like it's amazing. In tafsir, I haven't heard this kind of translation.
I made that comment right in the first day. The things that you will hear in this course, you have not heard before. Most of it. Some of you remember one muhaddis, one mufassir said it. But these are not common knowledge. Nobody puts it together. And that's why I was able to write those books. And that's why I give credit to Allah, because I told you that story. From 2004, I've changed my whole lifestyle. I had already 400 papers, as most published already. But I changed completely. All my knowledge came from Quran and then Hadith. Allah promised to guide us. But Allah also said He will misguide us if our intention is not good. Same fact. Same fact. Facts don't mean anything if your intention is not good. Allah will actually help you go the other way. So many people I have heard, they use Quran, same facts, to do the opposite. Yesterday I was reading an article, it's an academic paper. They said stunning cows are 100% allowed. Stunning, you know what it means? You shock the cow faints, then you slaughter. Right? Theoretically, can you understand now why it's not allowed? Stunning cow before slaughter. Why is not allowed? Think about it.
Nervous system.
Yes.
And
So
then blood cannot flow.
right, those are akal questions. This is logic. But even if you go to Quran, right, it said nowhere it says that it's not allowed. Remember how it goes? La ilaha comes first, mana comes first. You do not look for, oh, Quran doesn't say aspartame is haram, therefore I'm going to drink aspartame, eat aspartame. That's not how it works. You have to go by Quran's rule. When is it allowed in these four systems? When is it allowed to stun? Did Prophet ever do that? Both ways is no. Electricity is another question. Electricity itself is not halal. The process is violated. And you are doing that for what? Who told you stunning is halal? Is a process? Who invented that? White people. It was not there in Europe. They invented. The same guys who have been lying to you everything, those are the guys who invented. And you're writing an academic book written by Indonesian scientists. The academic book is an academic paper that nothing in Quran says that it's haram. Therefore, it's okay. Then it talks about the benefit. What a great, see, this is the human way. You see another statement. It's the human way to slaughter an animal. That means all the prophets, last 1400 years, we're not using human way. We're being cruel. And you believe that. And you're Muslim enough, you have so much yaqeen in your kufr that you're writing it down for publication, scientific publication. And that is true for everybody. Everybody is doing something because he has been paid to do this. All research articles are paid from government organizations. Yes.
Sir, I didn't answer, sorry. You said electricity, usage of electricity is halal?
No, I'm not saying that. Stunning. Stunning, you know how stunning means? Is you give a shock to the cow and cow faints. Right? So that shock itself, you have to say, where did that come from? Right? And that is not natural, even according to them. If you go by their science, do you remember they used to kill by electrocution? You see, they're showing humane. They are killing people by electrocution with the electric chair. Why? Because it was the most human way. Now it's banned because that is the most painful. So you are saying the same logic on cows. Now it's the most painful. You are calling it human, and you are Muslim. So that's why I tell Muslims, at least you are reading Kafir's books, read the contradiction. I don't mind. They will tell you what is the problem. But you do not have the courage to confront them. They never question Kafirs. They never said, hey, didn't you say the opposite last week? Like now, they have so many papers saying that even a drop of alcohol is bad. Same guys were saying before, 1 glass of wine is good for you. Every day. So you have either use your akal or use Quran, Hadith, either way you're fine, but you have to do something. You cannot just blindly obey. So Shaitan's footstep, this is the footstep Shaitan promised. Very clever. 4:119, I will suddenly, you see, suddenly he is so sure of himself, mislead them and delude them with empty hopes. Also I will order them, you see, he is ordering us, and they will slit the ears of cattle. What is the dogmatic meaning of that? Oh, the cutting the ear. Brother, nobody cuts the ear. That's the dogmatic meaning. Scientific meaning, you change the creation, natural path. Natural path is what? You slaughter the cow with a sharp, and you change to electricity, you change discerning it. And you're telling, oh, I'm doing it in human way. As a matter of fact, everybody else is inhuman. Like last week, ICC issued an arrest warrant for Amirul Mu'minin saying that unprecedented persecution of women. Unprecedented. You know what unprecedented means? It has never happened like this. Just after they killed 30,000 women, minimum 30,000 women in Gaza, they are saying this is unprecedented. 30,000 is beyond 30,000 killed. I said, how many they killed? How many Taliban killed? How many women? And you are saying unprecedented. This is by whom? A Muslim. Again, you see how they play a trick? A Muslim saying that it's an unprecedented persecution of women. Therefore, we have to arrest him. Is there any logic? Yes.
What do you say about vaccine?
Vaccine?
Vaccine.
Routine vaccine.
Vaccination.
Vaccine?
Vaccine.
I'll let you figure it out yourself. Look. This is for food, right?
No.
No, this is the rule for food,
Yes.
right? What is the rule for injecting something with somebody? Is injecting can you inject honey in your body?
No.
Why not? If kulle halal, of course you do inject, but scientifically, no, you cannot. Can you make a cut in your body on purpose? It's forbidden to mutilate, isn't it? See, cutting the ear, slitting the ear, how is it different? Who authorized you? We cannot even inject honey in your body. Now it's not enough, the word will come up. It's not honey, they injected poison. Why? To correct what Allah has given you, to engineer it better. So your immune system is improved. Who gave you the immune system? Allah did. So by injecting shaitan's potion, you will, in a wrong way, you improve immunity that Allah has given you. How many falsehood? And this is why the term is coming up, but I'll tell you right now, this is a very useful term. Preposterous. It's a very useful term, you can remember that. It means completely upside down. It's like calling prophet a terrorist. The man who personifies Rahman, calling him a terrorist. Same time, calling Ariel Sharon man of peace, or Netanyahu man of peace. That's the logic. That's why it's very, very interesting question. I want to discuss what is the first contamination. What is the first facade Shaitan did? Facade of mind. He altered. Here he says, clean the ears of cattle, right? But that's not the first objection. First one is what? I delude. You see the term? I'll mislead and delude. What is delusion? It's mind. Changing your mind is the first corruption of shaitan. Your ability to think. Remember, the most important quality is akal. Everybody has it. You remove the akal. That's shaitan's first facade. It's not in, because before cattle, before GMO, before vaccine, before everything comes. Why did they do that? Because they could not think right. And that's why he's given this question. Very first I said, a Bosnian imam was asked, can you do vaccine? He said, why are you asking me? I'm not a doctor. You see the logic?
No.
So why did Prophet give all the answers? Did Prophet ever said, go to engineer, go to doctor? If you cannot answer, then you are not a teacher. And if you cannot answer your own question satisfactorily, then you are not even the moment. Why do I say that? Check out 465, 459. You have to find an answer yourself. It's an obligation. So the first one, the thought process. And that's why artificial starts with thinking process. What is the most intangible artificial we have? False intention. It's not real. If your intention is to please anybody other than Allah, it's false. Artificial intention would lead you the wrong way. Artificial food will lead you the wrong way. Artificial energy will lead you the wrong way. So it starts with the thought process. Thought process is the one do the planning, remember? Planning comes first. Nobody does anything consciously without first thinking. Yes.
So that